Let me begin by saying that the insult Fortunato inflicted upon me was grave, but the injury was unforgivable. He had to pay, and I, Montresor, knew that payment would be delivered, with interest. You must understand, it is not every man who can carry a vendetta to its end. True vengeance demands that one act without detection, and that the victim knows who delivers his doom. Fortunato. Ah, how respected he was for his expertise in wines. None could rival his ability to distinguish a Medoc wine from an Amontillado one. And it was precisely through his pride that I would lead him to his fate. It was carnival night. The air throbbed with laughter and shouts, grotesque masks flooding the streets. Fortunato was already deep in his cups, dressed ridiculously as a jester, his outfit gaudy, bells jingling at every foolish movement. I encountered him as I had planned, with a broad smile. "My dear Fortunato, what luck to find you tonight," I exclaimed warmly. "I have procured a cask of Amontillado, but I fear it may not be genuine." His eyes gleamed with pride and greed. "Amontillado? Here? During Carnival?" "Indeed," I said. "But as you are surely busy, I thought to consult Lucchesi." "He is also knowledgeable," Fortunato scoffed. "Lucchesi cannot tell Amontillado from ordinary sherry. Let us go, now." "Oh, I wouldn't want to impose." "I insist." I took his arm and we slipped away through the alleys, leaving behind the laughter of the masked crowd and the flickering torches. We made our way to my house, silent and empty that night, for I had ensured my servants would be gone under pretext of celebration. I grabbed 2 torches from the wall and handed him one. The bells on his costume tinkled mournfully as we descended into the damp catacombs beneath the house. The stone walls dripped with moisture, covered in nitre and mold. The smell of earth and decay was thick and oppressive. "These barrels," I said, "are Medoc. Will you have a draught to warm you?" Already drunk, Fortunato eagerly accepted. He drank deeply, letting out a coarse laugh. "To the buried that repose around us." "Indeed," I murmured. We proceeded, the path narrowing, forcing us to walk in single file. The catacombs, a labyrinth of stone, hid ancient secrets and forgotten bones. Fortunato coughed, a dry, long fit that echoed against the walls. "Perhaps we should return," I suggested, feigning concern. "You have a severe cough, and the air here is foul." He waved me off, dismissive. "It is nothing. I shall not die of a cough." "As you wish," I said, and we continued. At last we reached a narrow recess hidden at the end of a stifling corridor. Against the back wall there appeared a small pile of stones and mortar, prepared in advance. "There lies the Amontillado," I said, pointing to the dark recess. Fortunato, eager and unsteady, stumbled forward to peer inside. Before he could grasp his danger, I lunged, shackling him tightly to the granite wall. In moments, his wrists were chained and he was helpless. For a moment, he was too stunned to react. Then realization dawned and he gave a hoarse cry, drunk with fear and disbelief. "Montresor," he cried, struggling against the chains. The bells on his jester's cap jingled pitifully. Without hesitation, I set to work. I gathered stones and mortar and began to build the wall. Brick by brick, row by row, cutting Fortunato off from the world of the living. He screamed. He pleaded, he cursed, he threatened, all in vain. I worked steadily, sealing his tomb of stone. At one point, his cries faded, and only the faint jingling of bells remained, soft as a dying breath. Still, I continued, methodically closing the wall. When I placed the final stone, a chill crept down my spine. Beyond the barrier, I heard a weak, broken laugh and a whispered murmur. I lowered the torch and peered inside. Fortunato slumped against the chains, his eyes glazed, his head hanging. "For the love of God, Montresor," he whispered. I paused. A cold sweat prickled my skin. Then I replied, "Yes, for the love of God." I waited. There was no answer. Only the silence of the catacombs. I completed the wall, setting the last stone in place. Then, to conceal all evidence of my deed, I stacked ancient bones before it. I climbed the steps slowly, feeling the weight of the silence behind me. Above, the carnival raged on, bright and wild, oblivious to the horror beneath. No one ever suspected a thing. And for 50 years, Fortunato's remains have lain untouched in their hidden grave. In pace requiescat.